Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com. So I got a quick question here that I'm going to answer about Kanban flow and using my whole Kanban process. I'll put a link to how I plan my week, which is I have a whole process for that. But this question is kind of related to that. I talk about this in my book, Soft Skills, Software Developer's Life Manual. And I also, like I said, have this process for planning my week. But essentially, I use the Pomodoro technique as part of this. And this question comes from Sean, and Sean wants to know basically, do I keep to-do items like getting groceries or whatnot off my Kanban board, or do I assign them a Pomodoro, like 3 Pomodoros, and do that? And how do I manage those type of things? Because I'm managing everything I'm doing in my board when I'm doing it. I'm actually taking a break from it right now. But so Sean, the answer is no, I don't do that. What I have basically found to be most useful is that I only put on the board and I only count Pomodori, right, towards my quota, which I have a quota, right, like I'm going to hit 8 or 10 a day. I only count those things and only put those things on the board that I consider to be productive work. So 2 keys to that: productive and work. If I'm in a phone call meeting, I don't count that, because there's nothing produced from that, right? It may be, quote, necessary, but I want to make sure that I'm producing so much per week, and that's what keeps me honest. It keeps me in check, right? You could spend a lot of time in meetings and doing stuff that doesn't ultimately result in something, in a product, in productive work. So I only put productive work stuff on there. And I know that people debate this back and forth, but that's how I do it, right? You can do it differently if you want to. I just tell you that when I have experimented and haven't done that, I find that I can accomplish a whole bunch of Pomodori in a day and not get anything substantial done that actually grows my business and actually produces something. But when I am producing like 50 Pomodori of productive work per week, I'm producing a whole crap load of stuff, and it has a huge benefit, and that adds up over time, believe me. So that's the key. That's at least for me, and that's how I do it. You could do it differently, but I wouldn't. Even if you do it differently, honestly, I wouldn't put groceries on there and stuff. Like you can't micromanage your whole entire day. Remember this, right? Things are going to happen. A good book on this, right? That talks about this. It's funny. It's as I reread this book, I found it eerily similar to what I do, but. Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Go reread that book if you've read it already. If you haven't read it already, you should read that book. But he talks about this idea and essentially being flexible, that you have to have some flexibility, right? That you have to be able to replan your days, that you can't just follow the script all the time because things come up. You have to be able to change things around. And so that's what I'm saying is, like, if you plan your day from, I've had the brilliant idea of planning my day from 0 hour to 24 hour. That does not work. It does not work. Everything would have to go to plan, and it would be boring as hell as well. So just like don't sweat it so much. Instead, focus on what your goal is, what you need to do that moves you towards that goal, and put quotas around those things, right? Getting groceries doesn't move you towards your goal, right? I mean, it's necessary, but when I don't know. For me, it doesn't make sense. I want to make sure that I'm getting so much progress towards my goal. I guess that's really the philosophy behind how I do it. So anyway, hopefully that helps you, Sean. I'm glad to see that you're implementing that process. And if you're curious, if you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, like I said, you can pick up a copy of my Soft Skills, Software Developer's Life Manual book. You can find that on Amazon. Just search for Soft Skills. Actually, I've got the affiliate link below. You can click that and go over to Amazon and give me like $1. Anyway, you can check that out. You can also check out the video that I have on how I plan my week. I've also got a blog post on simpleprogrammer.com. A quick hint for you longtime subscribers: if you want to find something that I've done a lot of, or have a question for me, a lot of times if you do in Google site:" simpleprogrammer.com and then type your query, I use it all the time to see if I've answered this question before, I've written about this topic. That's useful. So if you typed Kanban flow, for example, you would find my post for sure. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question, and I wish you the best. And if you have a question for me, just email me at john@simpleprogrammer.com. I get a lot of emails, so try to keep it short. And don't be discouraged if I don't have time to answer your email. I answer like 90% of them usually, but I do get like hundreds of emails a day. So anyway, if you like this video, if you like this channel, subscribe. Take care.